Top pros, aspiring amateurs, and thousands of video game fans basked in the rays of Southern California as the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit rolled into Anaheim. Over 1,000 competitors battled for more than $120,000 in prize money, playing some of the most popular video games of all time, including Call of Duty Black Ops on the PlayStation 3, Blizzard Entertainment's blockbuster real-time strategy game Starcraft 2 on PC, and Halo Reach for the Xbox 360. Coming off the action-packed Pro Circuit events in Dallas and Columbus, Anaheim was the third of a challenging six-city U.S. Pro Circuit tour that pitted the most talented players alongside their toughest opponents.
Blink away. Force Field's doing out, but here come the Banelings.
Force Field's getting thrown down, but Banelings getting dropped, annihilating the Colossus.
That same strategy used against Instinct, and will it work?
I believe we're going to see the same thing now. Oh man, Lunchbox coming up huge right
Moving
here.
up to Impact, he's going to have to wait for his teammates to be able to respawn as Impact gets taken down there by JCap.
They're sprinting forward, an insane, aggressive game, but Indra appears to be coming up on top, and there's the good game.
God.
He's doing an awesome job as well. All the links are killing off all the workers. The pool falls again. If MMA can hold this off, he will win the game. And he does it!
Wow.
In the Starcraft event, more than 200 players from around the world competed in one of the strongest fields in competitive gaming history. The brackets were stacked with Dallas and Columbus winners Naniwa in MMA, as well as top pros Liquid Huck, Kiwikaki, and Idra, the bad boy of StarCraft 2.
Shake hands if you're going to.
But if that wasn't enough, the competition hit nuclear levels with the entrance of several giants of the game from Korea. A total of 9 traveled 16 hours to test their skills against the best players in the world, including Zerg Master Dongray Gu, MVP, the most decorated StarCraft 2 player.
Oh, MVP cleans it up without that much of a problem.
And for the first time ever at an MLG event, the Emperor himself, Boxer. The crowd was hyped to see how the MLG veterans would handle the Korean challengers. Think the open bracket in Columbus was tough? Think again. The Anaheim event boasted the most talented field to date on the pro circuit. With 5 Korean pros, several Europeans, and hundreds of the best players in North America, the open bracket was almost a championship unto itself. In the early rounds, the Koreans dominated play until a match between the 2010 MLG National Champ Jinro and Choya. In that match, Jinro nuked the back half of Choya's army, ending the game, causing the biggest crowd eruption ever heard at an MLG event.
Chasing and chase him right into the main base. There's the defensive nuke. If he can hold this wall right here, he's got to melt these zealots. The nuke could go down right in the middle of all these units.
No, oh no!
Oh my God.
And it looks like, oh no, Choya!
Despite this incredible game-winning play, Jinro went on to lose the series and was knocked into the loser's bracket.
And so much damage being done here.
And there's a good game.
The open bracket was shaken by upsets all weekend long, but a few of the favorites did make it out alive. Fnatic Rain, Liquid Tyler, Slayers Gonzi, and Cruncher secured spots in pool play. The most talented field in pool play history lived up to the hype, with the best players in the world providing the fans with some of the most exciting series ever witnessed. Many of the favorites made it through unscathed, with the Koreans looking as strong as they did in Columbus. Everyone wondered what would happen when Boxer and Idra met up, and that question was answered early on. In Game 1, Boxer employed a beautifully executed Hellion elevator play, lifting his army over the cliffs to force the GG.
Queen's there. Queen on hold position, taking a lot of damage.
Oh, no.
And it looks like the Spine Crawler not quite yet done burrowing. And there it finishes, and now the Zerglings are coming. A beautiful surround by Idra. Oh, the blue flame a little bit too strong. One Queen falls, the Spine Crawler's down, and the second Queen falls, and the main is wide open and vulnerable. And there it is.
GG. There's 2 more, there's 4 more coming into the natural as well. One of them does get taken out by the Queen and the Spine Crawler. Here come the Lynx to help clean this up. They will all go down, and it looks like Idra has defended one Hellion left.
In Game 2, Idra managed to fend off wave after wave of early aggression, only to GG after losing an entire cluster of mutas that he couldn't afford to rebuild.
Several Mutalisks, and now going to the other side, that was like the worst situation for Idra there, losing all those Banelings. We're going to see another stim as he does have the Medivacs out. All of the Mutas were gone. Oh my God!
Boxer, relentless aggression.
After beating Idra, the Emperor took out Chef, Show, In Control, and Cruncher, posting a perfect 5-0 record, taking Pool B. Overall, the Koreans win a combined 19-1 in sets and 38-8 in individual games, dominating the field. Dongregoo won Pool A with victories over Tyler, Naniwa, Heypro, TLO, and Huck for a perfect 5-0 record. DRG was joined by Fnatic Rain, who took out Columbus champion MMA, Sake, Red, Slush, and Druby for the Pool C win. And finally, MVP went undefeated in Pool D, taking out Machine, Moonin, Select, Kiwikaki, and Gonzi. More than 180 Halo Reach teams returned to Anaheim to compete in the 3-day double elimination tournament. Dallas champs Status Quo, Columbus winners Instinct, and 2010 national champions Final Boss were all back to compete for respect, bragging rights, and a chance at the $20,000 first prize. In the open bracket, the big story was the return of Walshy with his handpicked squad, Team Turning Point. The 3-time national champion had a rough beginning of the season and was pumped up to prove to the crowd that he was ready to be back on top. With team members Best Man from Triggers Down, McWin from GMM, and Ninja formerly of Final Boss, Turning Point was ready to take the tournament by storm.
It's great to have him back. Are you guys ready for Turning Point?
Just charge the Victoria's Secret base, jumping right on in.
3 members alive for Turning Point. And it looks like McWin is trying to get position top middle again as Ninja pushes in.
Perfect thing for Turning Point right now to try to tie up the score.
Ninja using those rockets perfectly. It's going to nice kill, Ty. Good shit. Momentarily calm, trying to keep this flag alive. Only has 10 minutes to score to force it into overtime, but Walshy wisely going for the defensive stand is going to get the return and put in the flag cap. They're going to win this one 5-2.
After their undefeated run in the open bracket, Turning Point secured a spot in Pool A and were the only open bracket team to win more than one match. In that pool, top-seeded Status Quo looked very sharp after 3-0ing Victoria's Secret and taking out the aforementioned Turning Point to win the pool.
And sometimes, you know, you gotta make it an even playing field and kill yourself. I do it all the time. That's why I get negative all the time. But here we go. We have Ace picking up an awesome double kill. He's getting control of top middle. He knows that the players are gonna go for the quick jump. And hey, watch out, Calm. Yellow flat. Let's see if we can see someone be effective with this weapon on this map. I don't think it's possible at this point in time. Whoa!
Don't say so too soon. Flamesword
Right.
does have a quality
Oh,
trigger. Bam!
All right.
See Status Quo starting to get a little bit more momentum.
Whoa.
And Flamesword going
Killing.
on.
Status Quo leads by 2, and there seems to be no one from Victoria's Secret besides Reliable coming off the spawn. He has to throw incredible nades. Status Quo winning game number 3, 5-4.
In Pool C, which was thought to be the toughest pool coming into Anaheim, THO Evil swept Columbus runner-up Straight Rippin' on their way to a 3-0 record. This set up a match between Evil and Believe the Hype for pool supremacy. Led by dominating sniper play from Formal, BTH crushed Evil 3-0 to secure a spot in the winner's bracket semis.
Believe the Hype now takes the lead 2-1. Remember, here on Redemption, we are seeing in the lower left-hand side of your screen really good news, this Trash Talk APG. An excellent job all around by Believe the Hype, and mainly Maniac just because he is blocking all of green. Throwing out the flag, keeping it in play, and picking up the double kill, but Formal is there to get the return and the flag capture. This game is over. Believe the Hype advances to the winner's bracket semifinals.
In Pool D, we had a first in MLG history. Early upsets by Severance and Classic on Warriors and Dynasty resulted in a three-way tie for Pool D. Dynasty, Classic, and Severance all finished with a 3-1 series record and 10-6 game record. It was left to a tiebreaker, with Classic coming out on top with the highest Team Slayer differential, proving that every kill really does matter. If that wasn't enough, the big story was the continuing domination that is Team Eon Instinct. For the second event in a row, Instinct crushed their pool opponents, finishing 4-0, boasting a perfect 12-0 record in individual games.
This team, we're extremely dedicated. At least 5 nights a week, we'll get on and play for 3 to 4 hours or until we can't find any more teams to scrim, and it's really paying off. I mean, it all comes down to dedication. You get what you put in, so we want to be the best, and so we put in the time to be the best.
Once again, showcasing a jetpack here on the underrated tactic to use the jetpack. Meanwhile, all 4 members of Final Boss Squad is going to help him. This should be a guaranteed flag. This is exactly what Fear Itself does. Look at Roy using that jetpack, all kinds of comp. Another shot on Fear Itself, keeping his shields down, and he's getting set up.
No, that's not good.
Camo, and he's going to watch as a player in front of him gets it, and he throws him to the ground. If it wasn't for Stoa beating him to the punch here, he was inside the Final Boss base, just waiting for them to come back and try and take an overshoot. Spawning at yellow on the grenades. Roy has camo top middle. Flag being run by Lunchbox. You can't do anything about it. Feeling helpless as Instinct puts in flag number 5. They will sweep Final Boss 3-0 here in our Pool B matchup.
I feel like our team's playing outstanding. We've yet to lose a game this tournament. We're continuing our run from last tournament, and everything's going as planned so far.
The record-setting blockbuster title Call of Duty Black Ops made its stunning debut at MLG Dallas. Team Quantic Leverage proved victorious in the opening competition and looked to repeat in Columbus. But that was a mere pipe dream as Optic Gaming took home the crown in spectacular fashion. Both 2011 event champs were back along with Force, Fear, and Next Threat to take up arms once again for the $10,000 first prize. Anaheim has once again shown the true power of roster changes and team confidence. It's also proven that as long as you're well prepared, results will follow. Look no further than Quantic Leverage. In Pool A, the Dallas champions were back to fight for the top spot. With the addition of Proofing to their roster, they went on to sweep Pool A with a perfect 4-0 record.
Undecisive right there on the push.
How difficult or how much pressure is on a player? Ooh, and a triple cap is a most
Oh, 2-0-6, leverage 8. Oscar moving here in top side yellow, and now I don't think they ever really got that flag out of the bit. Yeah, I just love how it's so much more aggressive. Seems like there's always something going on.
You know, the head spot and the various routes coming back.
Powerful shot, but next right the board 10-7 or 10-8 now. Basically giving them the flag cap and not make sure.
That is going to be it.
Game leverage.
That's going to be
pulling
it.
out the victory.
Basically a lot more consistency. Our CTF game is super solid now, so just looking good so far.
Pool B was dominated by Columbus champions Optic Gaming. With stellar play from Rambo and Big Timer, Optic rolled past the competition on their way to winning the pool.
J-Cap and Mert both go down. Rambo picking up 2. As right now you can see by Sharp, but look at that. Sharp took out his own teammate. Optic Gaming, 2.5 minutes in the half to be able to
Lost it going into sections, weren't able to fully take advantage.
Again, we're still on board here with Big Timer. He tries to go hit fire, switches back over.
You know, being in a very aggressive stance, pushing for that. Revan coming up from behind, and Mert getting huge kills.
Rambo's going to have to start to be able to push up here and there, as they're going to go ahead and take it out, force their spawn, and switches back over to the pistol, able to take out. Another 20 seconds left to play here. The rest of the be for show here. Mert, he's going to go.
Oh,
Might as well. Let's go and tack one on there from Ego.
Keys to success, I really can't stress it enough, is you have to stay with your team. Our team's been together for months now, and every single event it just gets more beneficial. We start getting more team chemistry, and it just makes it a lot easier on yourself.
In Pool C, third-seeded Fear, who placed third at MLG Columbus, had the best record of any of the top seeds, finishing with an individual game record of 12-1. With top-notch play from Twiz and John, Fear secured a spot in the winter semifinals.
let's go!
Now,
By Society
Be able to get his own flagpole, and Spawn's able to take down a lot of gunfire. Finally making the move, able to take down
By Society back a little bit. And
play by him. This is a small map.
The defensive positioning here. Assad.
here, looking at it right now, great job. They've got a trip gap.
Finally, Force, the team that shocked the world finishing second in Columbus, did not live up to expectations, losing all 4 of their pool play matches. Instead, it was the new roster of 13-seeded Influence and their incredible teamwork who emerged out of Pool D.
Who's your biggest threat in this pool right now?
We've been rolling through every team, so I'm not too worried.
A lot of action happening so far. Each minute.
The second time he's laid into the map after he's killed him.
And you got to really look at it. So Saints and Nameless, that's
Headed over the building, and it seems like anytime you go up here,
Nameless. He's accompanied here by Saints. Saints able to pick up. Right now, Nameless starting to go ahead and push in there. He's able to mark one. That was Mercury. He's going to get taken down. Look at that. Oh, what a headshot around from the backside. But he continued to flow, and it was able to come back. And Saints spamming him down, trying to be able to take him out.
the back of their base here.
May have jinxed it now as we come back around. Pushing back in. He's going to get taken down. And right there.
In the winners bracket semis, the matches became closer and closer. Sweeps were replaced with 5-game sets and tensions were high throughout the venue. In the first series, Leverage and Influence fought in a tightly contested match. In the end, it was Leverage squeaking by, winning the crucial Game 5 for a 3-2 series victory, securing a spot in the winners bracket finals.
We're gonna go in there and we're gonna play our best. Definitely, we're really pumped up, we're really excited, and we want to get this championship under our belt.
Pushing back around, just going back and forth between these two teams. Great defensive.
Ran right into Aches. Proofy now set up.
Connect. He's going to go ahead and push out, get shut down.
The top Villa and be cut. And this is perfect setup. And Aches with a nice play, double play, securing parts of this game. We don't want to give away this top
domination site. And again, we're back. It comes back in to be able to finish off that cap back up at 1.
And TP in
take out TP. He's going to go ahead and continue. He's coming around towards that mid side. Proofy, Leverage is going to go ahead and move on to the winner bracket finals.
In the bottom half of the bracket, Fear pulled off an incredible upset, edging out the favored Columbus champs, Optic Gaming, in a grueling 5-game series that went back and forth until the end. The crowd went crazy as the two teams fought their hearts out. Fear came out on top with a 3-2 series win, guaranteeing back-to-back top 3 finishes.
J-Cap still holding down their own spawn area.
Wow. Take a look at a Astro 840.
Taking off Assassin assuming.
I've got to, I'm silent.
Right now it looks like somebody has just made a touch.
Follow-up nade does not land, but the jump up just working in behind you and hopefully landing you down behind here on white trailer and then jumping in.
He's going to be able to peek out there. He's been able to get a spot. And Assassin 1 versus 3. Taking down Assassin Fitzer. Going to go ahead and back around. He's noticed looks like they're still going to be able to begin to penetrate over here towards that A side. J-Cap. Oh my goodness, John picks up.
Fitzer is taking a hold of some market.
The match we just played was probably one of the best matches I ever played so far on Black Ops. Tonight we're gonna get a good night's sleep and make sure we warm up right before our match, and we're hoping we could take this.
In the winners bracket finals, it was all about Fear and their incredible run through the tournament. They swept Team Leverage 3-0, sending shockwaves through the arena.
They were just been unreal, but like the score's gonna be 3-1 here in favor of Fear. And John
John is a lone ranger here. Gets 1 kill, gets 2 kills, picking up a 2-piece. Has to watch out, just trying to keep him off that long enough to pass that 7.5 seconds. Takes out Scott, next shooting, 14 seconds left on the clock, and Assassin comes in like a Corey. Dude, I am so shocked right now.
I see it time and time again that they focus on their
level, but they've completely shut down.
They're all positive, and John is 2-1.
Fear's incredible teamwork, killer FAMAS play, and calculated moves from Fizz and Assassin helped them advance to the championship match, while Leverage would drop to the losers bracket finals. There, Leverage would face Optic Gaming in what many people thought would be the championship matchup. This highly contested battle between the Dallas and Columbus champs was the match everyone wanted to see. After 3 games, Leverage led 2 games to 1. Then in the second half of a decisive Game 4, Leverage capped an unthinkable 6 times.
Now again, we're here back with TP here from Leverage. Push in here. Spots one, takes him down. That was good. As they're still making a move. Nice shot there by TP. Utilizing that and to be able to take him down. 10 seconds left to play, but that's a long road that he had to take.
Let's go, Stump. Let's go.
Get him up. There you go, baby.
Two there. One.
Oh, he's
J-Cat over there towards that jungle side. TP pushing in. Now he's been able to get a pull here, making his move. He's starting to be able to make his move.
Coming big with a grenade from the side there, and another kill. Proof taking out 1 and 2, countering them.
He's been taken out. They've got to wait to be able to respawn, as right now Scum backing up. Flag cap deficit here for
That
Optic.
position, and it is the train, the leverage train, the Quantic leverage train in full effect, and they are going to pull out a victory here, sending Optic into 3rd place.
Leverage took the series 3-1, earning a chance for redemption against Fear in the Anaheim finals. This set up what would be one of the most epic Call of Duty championships in MLG history. Fear's ace, Assassin, had some of the best 2 and 3 pieces of the tournament, racking up kills against every team they faced. Quantic Leverage's Scump was one of the most feared players from series to series, with his ability to run and gun intimidating everyone. Both Slayers were about to come face to face again, one with revenge on his mind and the other with the confidence of never losing a championship bracket match. Since both teams met up earlier in the championship winners bracket, the finals became a best-of-11 series, with Fear starting off with a 3-0 lead. Fear won Game 1 to go up 4-0, and you could hear the Grim Reaper knocking at the door.
What would it mean for Team Fear to win this?
This would mean so much to me and my teammates, because we came a long way, and you know, this is just another champion on the Fear's belt.
Inside that film room, they've spotted one across towards the light side. Oh, what a shot here inside of this that B-bomb site area.
Great plays go down, but great kills and great leadership.
Through in and throughout. Twiz has done.
They just regroup and get back in.
Flag on Hanoi. They just went on a.
But after that, Leverage turned it on, rattling off 4 straight to even the series.
What do you have to say to Team Fear?
We ain't choking anymore, baby.
Fizzer pushing in. Fizzer just on the other side of that bomb box. Peeking back around is going to be TP. And
one but 2 sides and defend this bomb as there's action going down.
they're all collapsed in the same region. They're
has just been able to get every single cutoff when they run these spikes up that
Let's go. There you go. There you go. Get that guy. There you go. Look for another one. To that. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Get the ball. Let's go. It's a pull. Let's go. There we go, baby. Let's go.
Here we are with Twiz as he's trying to be able to make his move. TP taking down one. Make that a 2-piece there with that Famas.
Back up. Picking up another as Proof finally takes him out, and Proof grabbing back-to-back kills.
If you look at it, he's 7-5. As Proofy, long range shot at
John picking up a kill on the left-hand side of Well, and then we getting some shots down. Look at that beautiful grenade.
As TP draw him in, as this is where Proofy wants to be, and able to take this and gets dropped, and now that pushes.
Playing very slow.
Yes, there we go. Let's go.
Good job, Scum.
Let's go. Yeah, keep it fresh.
Nice play. Right there. 3 down. Yes.
Huge win. There you go.
Let's go. 3 cat. We need this point. Let's go.
In a clutch overtime capture of the flag, Fear managed to regain control of the finals and take another small lead, but it would be their last. Quantic Leverage managed to take the final 2 search and destroy maps in dramatic fashion to hoist the MLG Pro Circuit trophy once again.
Top out, Proof behind you, Proof.
Let's go! Said that it was going to come down to a stalemate.
With the shotgun taking out John center of this, but Assassin denying one of those.
Find him on the manhunt, and Scum comes out on top, and he was waiting. It's TP now, as pushing in Scum, able to plant fake plant, try to draw somebody in. It pays him down. and Poofy and Scump.
Quantic
as
Leverage
well.
became the first two-time Black Ops MLG Pro Circuit champions. They will now prepare for a repeat and a third championship in MLG Raleigh next month. Congratulations to Quantic Leverage on their hard-fought, come-from-behind victory. In the winners bracket semifinals, Status Quo and Instinct made quick work of Classic and Believe the Hype, giving further ammunition to those who believe preparation and team confidence wins championships.
Now they're going to have to go back and try to get an entirely new flag run. But with a naval sniping like this, oh my god. Zezco's doing such an incredible job just being able to hold this off.
No, they're not. Players going right to the rocks. No one putting enough shots on him to stop him. 3 down. Going for number 4 is the naval. Putting all kinds of shot on Classic. Both flags are out, and Assault is going to be able to rally this one in. Is anyone in position to stop him? Nope. I don't think so. Status Quo is going to take game number 1.
Actually, 2 kills up right now. And if they play this super slow, but if they play this super slow, they're going to have a much better chance.
For Status Quo, he's got it over on yellow side. Ace trying to help him out as Chig was there to play defense. Chig is going to stop that flag momentarily. Straight 6 trying to keep it alive by taking out Ace here from top mid.
With the flag, kind of huge right there. And the fact that he was able to beat him down and return it on his own. But Classic, you can kind of see them. They're starting to heat up. They're starting to feel a lot more confident. I think as the later this game goes on, the longer and longer, they realize that they're still in it, and they're going to keep playing as intense as they are the entire time.
Flamesword running a flag here for Status Quo. Ace trying to clear the way over on yellow. Now Ace will be rallying this flag back. He will get it there, but he's got a player in front of him. His teammates clean up the kill, and they tie it up. Ace is going to run this yellow side. Classic needs to get a return here, Chris. Can anyone stop Ace at this point?
There are players, Straight Stick actually with the rockets at the SQ base, but he blew it. He missed the rocket on Flamesword, and I think that choke's going to cost him the game.
So there you go. Status Quo is going to win it in overtime, 4-3 in our game number 3. SQ continuing their domination here on MLG Saturday night. They sweep Team Classic 3-0. It is the winners bracket semifinals match between Instinct and Believe the Hype.
Well, I think we have amazing chemistry. Roy's the best player in the game. You know, this guy is the best player overall. And Lunchbox is his twin, so he plays almost identical to Roy. And I don't have anything good to say about myself, but this squad's just too perfect right now.
I think Believe the Hype is definitely a better team. I definitely think we have a better chance at taking down Instinct than we did in Columbus. I think we can beat him in 3.
Great job by him to get onto the flag, lines up a kill, easy double kill, and now we're going to be getting this flag. Great job by Ogre 2. He knows they're going to be forces taking many shots, putting this one in. Waiting for those grenades, they don't come, and he's got Roy, the last player alive, and he just shut down the rocket player with a quick headshot on a really good and another one on Maniac. But Roy needs to put himself in a position to just keep being effective. Hitting another shot, he's taking down Blaze. The Hype is spawning, and actually he's going to take the sniper. Smart move, oh my goodness! Spawning in rocks, and Roy is looking for him. Great job by Roy. Just Pistola and Roy are clearing the way, and the Ogre 2 chance starts.
Next here, drop down one shot to a bait. Absolute out of bait. Absolute out of bait. We can kill him. I know. Another small one. One shot. Bottom try, guys. Bottom try. Under their base. Under their base. Outside. Under their base. Bottom center.
Good job of controlling these power weapons. Believe the Hype cannot get into a groove, and Lunchbox is just laying down the ball. Pixie picking up the triple kill, trying to get an angle on Lunch's attackers, and now he's looking bottom middle, cleaning up the kill on Maniac and the double. And Lunchbox just picking up an easy double kill. Make that a triple. That's his second of the game. Middle Lunchbox now taking heavy fire from Believe the Hype. Pistola ripping a face for a killing spree. The flag down over at Yo, but Pistola continuing to slay, helping out Ogre 2 with that kill on Blaze. And now Pistola, knowing the flag is about to return, rolls up on it and puts in flag number 5. Instinct remains perfect, and they will advance to your winners bracket finals. A lot of people were calling that match to go to 5 games, but you guys made quick work of them on the main stage.
Yeah, I mean, they like firing us up, that's for sure. I mean, the pregame trash talk definitely just motivates our team to want to beat them even worse. So
that's a bad idea, talking trash to
We
you?
encourage the crap talk. If you guys want to talk crap, we're 36-1 on in tournament play, so come at us.
This set up a showdown in the winners finals between this year's Dallas and Columbus champs. In the winner's bracket final, Status Quo's run towards the top came to a screeching halt in their match against Instinct. Pistol and company continued their domination, raising their game to an even higher level. In Game 2, Roy kept Instinct's 16-game unbeaten record intact, taking over the tie game with a killing spree on Team Slayer. He and the rest of the squad continued the team's momentum in the third game on their way to a 3-0 sweep.
I'm just looking to win. If we go Game 5 against these guys, they're a great team. If we go Game 5 and win, I'll be fine with that. There's nothing wrong with winning 3-2 as long as we're advancing to the finals.
I just don't want to lose a game, man. This guy hasn't lost a game before, so he's all happy. He doesn't care if he doesn't lose a game. I don't want to lose a game because I've never done it.
It's still in its infancy stage. This is only our third event.
Nice shots by Pistol, cleaning up the double, all started by his own grenade.
They always are able to rebound with the momentum and take the lead back. And now we're seeing a Status Quo cannot set up, and this Instinct squad's just feeling so comfortable.
Pistola dropping the bow, picking up the double kill. Lunchbox and Pistola working so well together to secure this one. While Pistola's running it, Lunchbox killed 2 players and took all kinds of damage, distracting the SQ squad. They now lead 4-2. Lineup, he just picked up a nice double kill with 2 quick headshots. Now he's looking for Ace who is in his hut, and Over 2 shutting him down. So 2 snipers in the hands of 2 amazing snipers here on the pro circuit. Roy doing damage, somehow got a headshot on that one. Ducked into it was the Status Quo player, and Jason down his killing spree. He has so much confidence. I was watching Status Quo for a bit, but should have just been staring at Instinct here on our main stage, going off, and Roy is on an incredible spree.
See right there? It looks like they're most likely going to counter.
4 dead for Status Quo. This one's all over.
That one cap was not worth it. They need to be able to get the caps while keeping control.
And Instinct remains undefeated, taking down Status Quo 3-0. This team just looks unbeatable right now in this tournament.
I don't know if anyone can possibly beat Instinct anytime soon.
The losers bracket final saw a rematch between Status Quo and Classic, who started down 3-0 in the best of 11 matchup. The crowd was not sure what to make of this Jekyll and Hyde team, who was scorched by SQ the day before. Classic looked like a completely different team, feeding off of the momentum they gained after 2 11-game wins over Warriors and Dynasty. In a tightly contested match, Team Classic rallied back behind the killer sniper play from Prototype, but Status Quo would not be denied, turning it around and closing out the unprecedented run of Team Classic.
Great job of staying out of the fire, and now he is able to push up on these rockets. Pucket rocket against Russo, but he does have the DMR to clean up the kill. Now a double with that second rocket on Pete Tizype, going for number 28. There's the triple for Enable. He is catching fire. It's overkill. Give him the kill tech. Don't finish that. Oh, Lipper. Doesn't matter. He does get the killing spree.
Enable's overkill and near kill-tacular in Game 10 helped Status Quo win the dramatic series 6-4, securing a rematch against Instinct in the Anaheim finals. In the finals, it was all over for Status Quo, who would be choked out once again as they faced Instinct's Dream Team lineup. With MVP caliber performances from Roy and Pistola, Instinct rolled over SQ 6-0 to complete the perfect tournament with a final record of 21 wins and no losses.
Twin Brother will finish off the kill with the headshot. Check out the teamwork we are seeing here from Instinct.
Roy taking ridiculous angles. Ogre 2 just pinching with Pistola. That is 3 members down to Status Quo. Ace the last one alive.
All 4 dead there for Status Quo momentarily. Ace is actually able to get out here as Roy is going to be following up that kill with the killing spree. Flag being run by Roy's twin brother, Lunchbox, one of the best at inflicting maximum damage before being killed.
The perfect word, just maximum damage. He injures everyone in his sight as Ogre 2 is just destroying at the lane.
I was trying to think of something nice to say about Status Quo at the end of that one, but you can't. Instinct is just dominating this game. Ogre 2 picking up the triple, slapping bodies, making his way all the way to red landing, and I think they could go for a flag attempt here if they wanted. They have 2 players positioned top middle with Lunchbox coming from behind on a flank here as Ogre 2 is putting so many shots on SQ. This flag, this will be so easy to score. Lunch is going to put it in after the flag returns. And there we go. Instinct continues their unbeaten streak, taking game number 4 in the best of 11. or the snipers. Roy once again has the rockets for Instinct.
They really need to get control of here. It's as if final ball, or Instinct, gosh, man, killing me. Instinct just lets this team compete at the beginning, and then they pull away. They are up by 12 kills.
Over there, Pistola's really just hanging back while I'm watching Ogre 2 pick up some nice headshots.
This is looking great. Triple. No, he steals it. Unbelievable. What a jerk.
Pistola getting a dunk. Players called out outside. Pistola
there it is.
Finish, and Flamesword goes down for number 50. Now for Instinct, and it looks like Lunch and Friends are going to be able to cap it. They now lead 4-3 and are one flag away from winning. Anaheim undefeated.
Awesome plays.
1 minute left, Scott. 1 minute left in regulation time. If the flag is out after that, we will continue into overtime. But if Instinct's flag is at home at the 15-minute mark, they will win this game right now unless SQ can get a flag cap here in the next 42 seconds.
And notice how Instinct's just keeping the pressure on, and they're trying to move the 5th and final flag. This may come back to haunt them, but it may not as Lunchbox gets taken down top middle.
3 dead here for Instinct. If you're going to do it, now's the time. Status quo. Enable knowing it. He's going to run this flag top middle. Getting the call out at Yo. He knows he cannot run the flag yet. Being patient here. Working with Flamesword. Flamesword wins a huge one-on-one against Pistola. Assault moves top middle to keep this flag alive. Roy in position to stop Assault though. The grenade's a little bit behind him. Enable versus Roy. Enable keeps this one going with the flag out. Lunchbox is getting the return. And here comes the countdown. 3, 2, 1.
No,
Gets
he touches it.
The game continues. The flag, once it is returned, Instinct will be crowned the champions. Ace is there. Ogre 2 will not get the return. Ace keeps it alive momentarily. Assault trying to push in here. This one so chaotic at the end. Roy going for the return. Grenades coming in from all directions, but he gets it. The game is over. Instinct takes home our championship here in Anaheim. The first team to win an event with an undefeated record since our championships in 2007.
Not since the 2007 National Championships have we seen such domination by one team. Instinct are now a staggering 41-1 since forming the squad for MLG Columbus. Their rivals will be gunning for them in Raleigh, but for now they reign supreme. Congratulations to Instinct on their repeat championship and the start of what could be the next Halo dynasty. After such an incredible tournament in Columbus, the Starcraft 2 action in Anaheim had a lot to live up to. With 9 Korean pros in attendance and several of the best European and North American pros looking to take them down, the action in Anaheim lived up to the hype. Just like Columbus, the Koreans were dominant in pool play. Slayer's Boxer, Rain, Dongregu, and MVP all finished 5-0, earning spots in the winners bracket semis. The all-Korean affair featured Rain versus Boxer and Dongregu versus MVP. In Match 1, Game 1, we witnessed one of the longest matches in MLG history in an epic battle between Boxer and Rain. Both Terran players exhausted all of their resources, building massive armies that included more battle cruisers than we saw in the entire Columbus tournament.
Versus the 5 battle cruisers, 13 Vikings. This is going to be very close. More mules landing.
This is crazy.
This is
totally crazy. Totally crazy. I mean, come on. When have you seen, with the exception 4v4 is not an acceptable answer, when have you seen this many Vikings?
And we have just passed 1 hour and 1 minute.
Amazing.
This is game 1. Gets planted, and now we start to see the Yamatos incoming for Rain. Rain really darting forward. Oh no, Boxer loses the ghost. No EMPs possible now. And there are the Yamatos going down. He's picking off 1 Viking at a time. Needs to avoid those seeker missiles. Huge numbers of point defense drones. Very tense micro situation. Now we do see the big engagement. This could be the final battle. The Ravens on the wrong side, trying to move forward if he can get a big point. Oh, big seeker missile could go off, but no, wow. They're all out of energy. And it looks like in terms of the air battle, we do see 31 Vikings. More are falling for Boxer. Can he pick off all of the battle cruisers? And it looks like Boxer might come out on top in the skies, but the 7th Thorch from Rain give him the victory there. Rain to do the repair work on that 1 Viking.
And with that 1 Viking, however, there are several more from Rain on their way out to supply.
Rain won that game, but lost the series 2-1.
Gold, this one Hellion from Boxer is just sitting there and taking out SCVs as they come back in. They try to get the surround. Finally, another Hellion does come in, and those SCVs being a little indecisive.
Oh no,
my
the SCVs
God!
push. Boxer looks like he might lose his
Good
position,
game!
but good game. Boxer in the top 3. He
Wow.
does it after losing a nail-biting hour-long game, wins a decisive game 2 in a tense game 3, pulls out the clutch victory. He can't believe it. Boxer delighted his fan base enormous. Look at that joy. Players normally so stoic, but he is in amazing position in the winners bracket finals.
Now, what does it mean to you to be in an MLG like this with so many people and win a comeback series like that here on the main stage?
예, 첫 판이 그렇게 장기전 끝에 졌지만 제가 처음부터 유리했었고 잔실수만 안 했으면 계속 리드할 수 있었던 경기였기 때문에.
Okay, because I was advantageous during game 1, and if I didn't make mistakes, I would have continued to be advantageous. And so during game 2 and game 3, I just said that I will focus on game 2 and game 3 and just play well and win.
In the second winners bracket semis match, we saw MVP take on Dongregu. Many people expected DRG to be victorious since he's considered one of the best ZVT players in the world and the scariest player at the tournament. But it was not to be.
A little bit of trouble now. Now moving forward with everything. The Mutalisk cluster, Thor's absolutely murdering those Mutalisks. Oh, MVP cleans it up without that much of a problem, and there's the good game. I think, oh my gosh, Dongregu might win this game. The Roaches are gonna pop out and surround.
There it is, he's sandwiching these Thors. One goes down, two goes down. The Hellions will be easy pickings for Dongregu, and he could go ahead
and there it is. Unbelievable.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, he's gonna have to get some amazing Baneling hits. Unfortunately, the tanks are going to siege up. He's gonna move forward. Tanks make a nice little line. In come the Banelings.
MVP defeated DRG 2-1 to move on to the winners bracket final.
And it's time to see who will be in the grand final of MLG Anaheim. It's Slayers Boxer versus I Am MVP starting right now.
In the winners bracket finals, MVP continued his domination, decisively defeating Boxer. In Game 1, Boxer continued to use his Hellion-based tactics against MVP, who chose to go with a Banshee opening in this 35-minute match. After many worker kills and sticky engagements, Boxer was unable to stop the methodical push of MVP's tank line, losing Game 1 in convincing fashion.
Pulled ahead, he's moving forward yet again. Some final tanks here for Boxer and a ton of SCVs transferring. GG!
MVP pulls off the wind. MVP able to do a bunch of damage, but this is a very good spread by Boxer. There's the huge hit that MVP's looking for. These Blue Flame Hellions from MVP ripping everything apart, and at the front, oh no! MVP with another huge hit. Now we see the Hellions from Boxer returning home and 14 workers killed by MVP.
In Game 2, MVP pulled ahead early on by killing 14 of Boxer's workers with a Blue Flame Hellion run-by. Boxer countered with his own Hellions but lost them all without getting a single kill. Already miles behind, Boxer was finished off by another Hellion drop in his main. MVP's Hellions killed his remaining workers, forcing him to GG.
The damage will be done. So what will go in first? It will be the drop. There they go down. And will we have the Hellions coming in from the front? Here they come. Surprise!
Oh, MVP with the perfect tactical execution. The SCV countdown only to 10 for Boxer. The remaining SCVs in the main, the Mules. Vulnerable target fires by MVP. There are only 2 Hellions. MVP cleans them up, and with near flawless execution, a 2-0 victory. Boxer GG's.
With that win, MVP advanced to the Anaheim Finals, where he waited for 1 of 3 Terrans, Boxer, MMA, or Gonzi, to advance from the losers bracket. MMA was able to take out Gonzi in the losers bracket semis, setting up a match with his mentor, Slayers Boxer.
from MMA, higher than Boxer's, now getting his 4th expansion command center, and the mobility of this Marine Marauder force, letting MMA step forward into the lead.
Oh my gosh, MMA right now is just cut off as Slayer's Boxer sitting on the ramp at his natural. There's going to be a scan. He's going to go ahead and move forward and break this, but I believe at the same time we're going to have the 3rd taken down, and even though we will see Boxer break that front with the tanks, in the back of this Bio Army still doing a ton of damage. We have another wave of reinforcements from MMA coming in from the back.
Stepping in from behind, sprinting, killing off with the 3-3 upgrades, taking almost no damage. Maximum damage from MMA. It's a good game.
Actually, yeah, by Boxer. I mean, that is incredible.
He's slowly leapfrogging forward, waiting for those additional tanks from the main to reinforce. The Marine Marauders try to move down the ramp, but they're able to get pinched. All the SCVs come down. We see the Hellions retreat, ripping apart all of the SCVs. MMA trying to stim and sprint forward with as many units as he can. Vikings destroying everything, and there is the GG. Boxer has tied up the series.
Where does Boxer even expand from there? Another starport going to go down. He is going to expand in the northward position of the map.
MMA now darting up to the factories of Slayer's Boxer. A medevac there to join them. He's picking off all the tech labs. No more tanks for Boxer. The tank lines have been increasingly large for Boxer all game long, but not anymore. Can Boxer have time to pull back? And there it looks like Slayer's Boxer telling his teammate, get number 1, please. Good game.
GG.
MMA defeated the Emperor 2-1 and was completely overcome with emotion, going back to his booth and weeping with tears of joy. At the end of the weekend, only the 2-time GSL champion IM MVP and Columbus champ MMA were left standing, setting up an epic final battle for the Anaheim crown. In Game 1, MVP held off the early game aggression from MMA while building up his infrastructure and army.
He's going for it. He gets 2. He gets not a 3rd tank. If MMA whips around, he can pick that off. But whoa, hot pickup achievement once again.
When MVP reached a large tank count, he moved out and inflicted a bit of damage to MMA's natural base while simultaneously killing several of his workers. MMA desperately tried to even the playing field, attacking MVP's bases with drops and infantry pokes. However, MVP was able to hold off these attacks while slowly making his way across the map. When MVP reached MMA's base, his forces were too much for MMA to hold off, forcing him to GG.
I mean, a great question, because right now we're seeing the chokehold from MVP go up here versus MMA. He could simply kill these initial units here at the choke. He is going to have a few bio in the back, but look at this one. There it is.
GG. Good game.
In Game 2, MMA pushed out with a powerful mech army composition, forcing MVP to abandon his natural expansion and retreat into his main.
Trying to keep that bunker alive.
Using his Vikings to spot ahead, MMA cornered MVP, forcing the GG.
To devastate these SCVs, repairing these tanks, it's not looking good for MVP.
Superior Viking count for MMA. MVP trying to make the miracle defense, 122-37, and here come the Hellions taking down the siege tank, down to 13 SCVs. He comes back. An incredible comeback by MMA there.
In Game 3, MVP knew he had to win in order to avoid another series. The final match on Xel'Naga Caverns began with MMA attempting a Banshee play, which MVP denied perfectly, putting himself ahead right off the bat.
Good use of that Banshee. Meanwhile, MMA producing a threat here at the front. We do see
MMA attempted a push at MVP's natural in order to halt his economy, but MVP was 3 moves ahead, taking out MMA's forces with the utmost precision. This was the beginning of the end for the Columbus champ.
There's the push forward. These Sangs need to do huge damage, but the Blue Flame Hellions ripping apart all of the Marines. MVP looks like he has the key defense that he needs. He cleans it up. MMA's early push getting overrun.
After dismantling MMA's attack, MVP moved unopposed across the board into MMA's base with his overwhelming army, winning the match and the tournament moments later with the GG.
Moment here for MMA. How will he defend?
And now we see the huge force from MVP rolling in. How will MMA be able to defend? He has Marines versus Blue Flame Hellions, Banshees, Vikings, Hellions screaming into the main. MVP may have done it. He runs into the front. There's nothing left. He drops the mules. Oh, MVP knows that he is seconds away from being crowned the MLG 2011 champion. and we see more auto turrets dropping in. Good game.
GG.
The final boss holds. MVP undefeated in this tournament.
MVP was able to take out MMA to wear the Anaheim crown in his MLG debut, securing his place as one of the most decorated StarCraft 2 players in the world. For the record-setting crowd in the arena and the millions of fans watching at home, Anaheim provided the world of competitive gaming with some of the most exciting gameplay ever witnessed. There's no telling what will happen when they do it all again at the upcoming event in Raleigh, but one thing's for sure, Major League Gaming will be there to bring you all the action.